Oh, it's a Monday, it's a Monday, it's a Monday, it's a Monday. Big up to you for being here. Guess what? I am not excited about the week because it's not starting good. Monday, June 16th, if I'm not mistaken, the transfer window has reopened, and unless David Ornstein has lost his Twitter password, I ain't seen a bomber from Ornstein. Where are the bombas? All I see is Florian Wirtz expected to arrive in UK later this week. Current plan for medical Friday before completing transfer for Bayer Leverkusen to Liverpool. The fee is 100 million guaranteed, plus up to 16 million pounds add-ons to Bayer Leverkusen. Proposed 5-year contract with Liverpool. This has to be the gamble of the summer. Where are they getting all this money from, honestly? And what number is this Florian Wirtz guy gonna wear? Like, I'm curious about this project. We'll be looking at it with a side eye, seeing if it all is going to be a success story or a flop story. Funny, flop rhymes with clop, and it's not too far from slot. It's funny. I'm going to be literally looking at this Florian Wirtz guy to see if it works out, because Liverpool are also on the down low, slowly ruining players. There's some talents that come there and they don't do that well. Darwin Núñez was somebody that we wanted, and now they're shipping him off. Chiesa has wasted his whole last couple of months at Liverpool, and it looks like Chiesa will probably be on his way out. Liverpool, sometimes they do this. They take people that have a little bit of buzz. Didn't Jurgen Klopp ruin is it Mina who's that Asian guy? Do you remember the guy that I'm talking about?
Takumi Minamino.
Minamino. Yeah. Seriously, it's kind of a little bit, it goes under the radar. It's not talked about. Anytime there's somebody with a little bit of buzz and doesn't work out at Man United, the rhetoric starts spreading. United ruins players. United is a graveyard. But, not saying both things can be true, but I'm just noticing right now that Liverpool also has projects that don't turn out good and nobody talks about them. So, especially the Chiesa guy, I had a little bit of jealousy in me when they got Chiesa, and I'm like, this guy he's a grafter, but there's something that just happened. Chiesa didn't sort of take off at Liverpool. I wonder what that's all about. But anyway, let's quickly check to see if David Ornstein has lost his Twitter password. What else did he talk about lately? The Florian Wirtz update is from 3 hours ago. And then the last time he's tweeted was June 14th. So clearly something happened over the weekend. And his second last tweet was about Atletico Madrid eyeing Andy Robertson. And actually, it's funny, in this tweet, he even adds Fabrizio Romano and The Athletic. Kind of funny that, the ON is recognizing Fabrizio Romano as well. So you know what? Big up to them. But as we said last week, I think in terms of the transfer negotiations league, at the top is David Ornstein. Number 2 right now, Ben Jacobs is leading by a point over Fabrizio, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about these guys and these journalists and how they're moving. This week is another week. Let's see if Fabrizio will get back to second place or Ornstein will lose first. Big up to Danny, by the way, in the building as well. Danny B in the house. Kenny says, if Ornstein never forgotten the password, there would have been a bomber. Yeah, I think he forgot the password. That's what it is, bro. Yeah, the real transfer starts. Let's see how it goes. Big up to Stephanie says, guess what I'm eating? Um Pizza. Stephanie might be eating pizza. I think it's pizza. Or did I? What else? What else would Stephanie be eating on a Monday? Come on, anybody in the chat as well. Kenny, please help me guess right here, because this is a puzzle. We gotta figure out. Big up to everybody that's tuning in right now. I see more people just joined, but yes, we were quickly just looking at the Ornstein updates, and the conclusion is he probably has trouble logging in. What about Fabrizio? Mr. Romano, have you got a here we go? Nah. No, here we go from Fabrizio. The only repost 22. Okay. Walter Benitez signs in as new Crystal Palace goalkeepers on free deal from PSV Eindhoven. If this Walter Benitez guy becomes good, I'm going to be looking at Man United and Ineos with a bombastic side eye. Why is Crystal Palace getting somebody from PSV on a free deal? And you guys, nothing, no talk about it, nothing. Because I'm pretty sure if Walter Benitez, we told him, look, there's a guy called conjunctivitis with Kit Kat fingers. He needs somebody to take his spot. Walter Benitez will be like, keep talking, you know? And then says Walter is better than Bayern. This is where I am, bro. Oh boy. Oh, we didn't get it right, Stephanie. Stephanie's eating baked potato salad and Wiltshire crammed ham. Okay. Okay. Baked potato salad. I like it. I like it. That's yeah, you switch it up a lot, Stephanie, in your cuisine. I like it. I like it. Big up yourself for that. Now I need to eat something different from my routine. But anyway, this Walter Benitez guy, we'll see if he will add any value to this Crystal Palace team, and then from there, like, watch Man United next season be interested in Walter Benitez. Another update is Edin Dzeko will sign a 1-year deal plus option until June 2027 at Fiorentina with salary around 1.5 million euros net per season.
Dzeko still plays football.
He still got juice in him. Dzeko has agreed to return to Italy and he's leaving Fenerbahce. With Stefano Pioli expected to be the new head coach at Fiorentina. Pioli is also, he's leaving because he was in Saudi, right? He was getting the Saudi bag last time I checked. Oh boy, yeah. Pioli is leaving Al Nassr and proceeds with a plan as new Fiorentina head coach. Decision made. This was from the day before yesterday. Dzeko was one of the main targets for his new project at Fiorentina if all goes to plan. See, 3 days ago, Fabrizio reposted this. Guess what? Fiorentina is moving in for Dzeko today. These are guys that are serious, Teams that have a plan and execute a plan. Talking about teams with a plan again, Turkish talent Isak Vural has just completed medical and signed in as new Pisa player from Frosinone. He's set to join Serie A side on a 4-year deal. Okay, he looks like he's got bags of potential. We'll let him develop though. I'm not wishing on that one. Real Madrid are in advanced talks over new deal with Brahim Diaz. The player has already said yes to staying and extending. Agreement almost reached with talks underway for 2 weeks. Next one, Thibaut Courtois. Wait. When is Courtois' contract expiring? This is a pipe dream. I'm just curious. I am just curious. Ooh, his summer of 2026. So it expires next year. Maybe we can sell him a project. Courtois back to the Premier League. I don't know. That's gonna be tough. Anyway, big shout out to everybody that's in the building. I see you guys in here. We have what? 16 people watching and only 7 likes. Nah. Kind reminder to hit the like button. ATS Travels in the building. Hey. Haven't talked to you in a while, but I've seen you. I've seen you being around. Big up yourself. United have a plan. Just no one wants to join a squad manager who challenges for relegation. What if? That's a very interesting point of view. What if there's players out there just like fans who have come on this channel and said we will never win with a 3-4-3. We will never win with a back three. We will never consistently challenge with a back three. There are some people that have even, it's all just varied opinions. Somebody said maybe we could challenge for one season because they've only seen Antonio Conte do it for one season. And then from there, like, if only Conte stayed longer, maybe we would have known. He would have set a blueprint for anybody that has doubts about a back three formation. But what ATS is saying has some truth in it. They could be players that are also looking at this being like, nah, I'm all right. If you're a winger, you're definitely going to be told, come play wing back. You're like, nah, I'm all right. I'd rather play hug the touchline, fam. That's what I want to do. So I'll wait till he gets fired. You know, which which sucks because it's only one of those things that can be proven if people see Ruben Amorim like clicking, the team clicking, everything just working out and being like, hold on, is this Sporting or Man United? Until people see that, a lot of doubting Thomases are going to be around just looking at this project with a bombastic side eye. So I hope it kicks off. I hope everything we just start clicking the moment the season starts. So yeah, another update from maybe 4 hours ago from Fabrizio says Pedro is still playing football. Pedro.
Mm-hmm.
He has signed a new deal at Lazio until 2026.
Me, I know why.
Why?
Because Sarri just went back to Lazio. And Sarri loves Pedro. Mauricio Sarri loves Pedro, man.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's his guy.
That's his guy. He run through a brick wall for him. But like, it's crazy. Look, let me show everybody in the show how Pedro looks like. He looks like he still takes care of himself. I'm not saying that, but he's got a look about it. He looks like he's been earning.
Bro, he's living the life.
When you order dessert as well, you need yeah. When you go to the restaurant, you want the starter, you want the main course, you want the dessert, but he still takes care of himself. You know what I'm saying? So big up to Pedro, man. Yeah, he was all right. He was all right at Chelsea. What else? Last update from the Fabrizio feed is Al Hilal are not giving up on Victor Osimhen as they want to submit a new proposal to the player. Al Hilal, stop it. Osimhen rejected 10 days ago, but Al Hilal insists race is open as Galatasaray and Premier League clubs are still there, while Juventus called again. Whoever Victor Osimhen's secretary / agent's phone is, it's busy. It's busy. And Al Hilal,
bro, Osimhen should go and take the bag, man.
He doesn't want to. He should have taken the bag 10 days ago.
Maybe he want a bigger bag. Take the bag.
But bro,
no team in Europe is paying him that salary. Who's paying him that salary?
The story of my life. Osimhen has high wage demands. Gyökeres prefers Arsenal. We fumbled the lap.
You could still get Gyökeres.
Bro, I don't know if we...
No, he didn't say no to you. But Arsenal's priority is Shevko. If Arsenal gets Shevko, Gyökeres is free.
It's a transfer triangle.
That's the domino. That's the real domino pizza.
We want Gyökeres. Gyökeres prefers Arsenal. Arsenal prefers Shevko.
It's the merry-go-round.
Somebody write this. It's definitely something like From the Bold and the Beautiful, or like from like Passions.
It's like man.
It's one of them shows.
Why don't you want me? Like, wow.
But Man United, you know who Man United is? Is that girl who thought like, oh, I'm gonna get a rich husband, and then
the rich husband also had a different.
And then rich husband had a different plan, you know. And now we're out here wondering, why are they not sliding into the DMs at the same rate that they used to? But we still hang out with the you know.
But like Man U was cute, you know, when they were.
Oh, Man U was the cutest.
Cute in college, you know.
Cute in college, everybody wanted Man U, and now
like,
college days are done.
Know.
Yeah.
You should have taken classes a little seriously. Put yourself a career.
Now we actually gotta work. Remember, we finished 15th. Exactly, Rafa. That's the reality. And here we are. We have Man United fans who are like, oh, Gyökeres doesn't prefer Man United. I don't ever wanted him anyway. Gyökeres, guess what?
If he comes, he's the one you've got.
He's the one we got.
Oh, you want Hoyland?
Nah. This is peak.
Team Rasmus.
This is peak. And now we're out here saying, oh, no, I'd rather go for Ekitike. Guess what? We're not shopping there, fam. That's not our shopping aisle. We need to be looking at the Dollar Tree, Dollar General. That's where the 99-cent store. Ekitike links, I do not believe them. I feel like there's just these Man United fans that are either some of them, like, you know, they're the guys that used to be in the Martial FC camp. They have now migrated to Ekitike and they're talking nonsense. I don't know if you guys seen this tweet. They say what Henry did with a ball at 22, Ekitike can do with an orange. They say Ekitike's name is Ekitike's name backwards. You know what that means? It doesn't matter this side of the goal or this side of the pitch. Like, he's still Ekitike, bro. Hugo is still Hugo. So like that hyping him up. And I'm like, I don't know. There's a thing about like what we want as Man United fans and what Ineos actually want and what they think, you know, the right
what's right and what's
and those things don't intersect right now. They don't always intersect, because the last time I checked on this, I think it was like on Friday or Thursday, that Frankfurt director, his name is Marcus Krosch, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He said if the price isn't right, then he will stay with us. And this was a Fabrizio Romano update saying Chelsea never sent any bid. They only asked for deal conditions 2 weeks ago, and Frankfurt want 100 million euros. Jesus! And you think Man United should be? There's some transfer talk. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, nah, I don't believe these Ekitike links. That's why I am with it. Big up to, there's 21 people in the building. Kindly hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. I'm wondering if Brian Mbuemo is happening or not. God forbid. Kenny says 100. Move on. We'll be all right. ATS is asking, isn't this what everyone wanted? People who only want the badge, even though we are quadrupling wages for signings. Look at the hunger for the badge. This is a very, very important question that you're asking. Shout out to Young Poppy also in the building. Hey, we got Eric in the house saying we need to move on from Victor. We should look at a loan deal for Ramos, the striker from PSG. Eric! Once Gonzalo Ramos.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What's Ramos going to do?
No, God!
Nah, Eric, please. No Gonzalo Ramos. Do you rate Gonzalo Ramos?
The striker.
Yeah.
The Portuguese striker.
The Portuguese guy who when he bro, like
bro, number 9s are scarce now, man. You can't afford to be picky. What is this guy saying?
Nah. But we can't afford to rush into the wrong decision now.
No, you need a number 9. Gonzalo Ramos is better than anything.
I'd rather get another number 10 and then play Zexi as a false 9 and than rush into the wrong decision, bro. Gonzalo Ramos. Ramos is a rubbish player. Exactly. Man, I want to hear what everybody else thinks. Wrap Up says, hell out of here. Wait, the link isn't working? Sure. So my apologies. My apologies. I'll copy the link again. Must be an outdated link. Eric says, listen, hear me out. He could put in a shift, guys. We need a solid number 9. No, Xerxes not a striker, guys. We need goals up front. I agree with the second part about what you're saying. But he just says he can put in a shift. Oh, boy. This is where we are as a club. Gonzalo Ramos. You know, it's funny. You just reminded me of something that I just saw about how Ekitike and Osimhen just look. And I wonder where Ramos, ranks in this, by the way. Look at this. Shot accuracy. Hugo Ekitike is better than Victor Osimhen. Shots on target. Oh, Osimhen has more shots on target. 2.21 shots on target per 90. While Ekitike is 1.69. And also Osimhen scores 1.01 goals per 90, while Hugo is half of that almost. Yeah. Oh man, this is interesting. Now I don't know. I think Ekitike is clear ahead of Gonzalo Ramos. So I don't know. I'm not convinced, I'm not convinced on your Ramos suggestion, Eric, but I hear it. We need somebody. It just can't be. We need somebody that can bench Xerxes pretty much. Oh man, what's wrong with the link? It's not linking. Let me try something else. Hold on. Just give me a moment. My apologies. How do I? Yeah, boom. Invite. And it's the same damn link. Yeah, something is up here. Let me I have another plan B, So let's see if maybe this will work. Yeah, this is gonna work. You see, you move on. If something's not working, you move on to plan B. And sometimes plan B is the move. There we go. That link should work. Let me see what men like. Nessie in the building says, at this point, try and get Mateta. Nessie, Mateta does not even want us. Mateta will look at us, the missed call. It'll just be a missed call. He's not going to pick up. Mateta is playing European football. And you want to bring him to our sinking, turbulent ship right now. Unless Mateta has been a boyhood Man United fan like, say, Cunha was, or Cunha is, and he really, really, really wants to be one of those players that says, you know what, this back three, I believe in it. I am gonna go and make my name for myself and be one of the people that bring Man United back to glory days. And take that gamble. I don't even see Mateta saying, yeah, I want this. Sometimes that's we gotta understand. We're not the hard girl in college anymore. Mateta may not even like us. Ramos looking like a Rasmus. That's what SLD is saying. Big up to Neil Driscoll in the building, by the way. Shout out to Neil. Lenny, nice to see you, my friend. He says he can't even get into a team where he's the only striker. Please, Jesus didn't die for this nonsense. Oh, brother. Lenny. Eric says, we are having issues offloading Sancho, Rashford, and Anthony. We need funds for a solid number 9. We really need funds. What about Vlahovic? Yeah. Nobody been talking about Vlahovic this year. Last summer, he was a hot topic. I wonder what's going on. Should we take a peek at the stats? Let's see. Could he have dropped in stats, or what is it? What is Vlahovic's first name? I nearly said Victor Vlahovic. All of them are called Victors nowadays. Dusan, there we go. Dusan Vlahovic. Oh, Lord have mercy upon it. Okay, these are Serbia stats. Oh my God. Why does Google just show you the Serbia stats? It just says 1 GA this year. So for Juventus, 2024-2025 season in Serie A, Vlahovic has 14 GA in 29 matches. Not really moving needles there, but there is a player, 10 goals, 4 assists in Serie A. If you add Premier League text, that's 6 goals, 2 assists. That's 8 GA. It's not looking good stats-wise, but I think obviously it's not always about stats. Vlahovic, if quality, quality is not something that you can always overlook and interpret through stats. So I don't know. I'm curious what somebody else thinks about this. Vlahovic, Pav, big up yourself.
Yo.
Yes, with conversation just led to Vlahovic. Do you rate Vlahovic? Dusan Vlahovic, Juve guy?
Not anymore. And I'll tell you why. Because Juve fans hate this guy. Yeah, my barber is a hardcore Juve fan. The brother's nearly like 50, 60 years old. He's watched Juve since he's a kid, and he says Vlahovic for him is probably one of the crappiest players that he's had to endure at Juve.
Wow.
And and I was like, nah, it can't be that bad. I was like, I mean, I don't watch Serie A that much. I probably watched like the big games of it, but he says he's been awful for them, and he gets goals, not like loads of goals. He'll get like some crucial goals, but he isn't the player they thought he was going to be. And I'll be honest, like
he misses clear-cut chances. That's what somebody.
He probably does. He probably does. Like Barber's always said, like he's a hit and miss player, isn't it? Yeah. I think if he was to come to United, he wouldn't be a first choice striker. He'd be a backup striker. Even for Serbia, he's always behind Mitrovic. He's never the first choice striker. They have been lately playing both of them, but Mitrovic has always been the favoured guy. So, yeah, again, if it's someone who we're bringing in as cover, who will get game time off the bench, cool. I can deal with that one. But the transfer fee's got to be very, very low. He's not I don't know how long he's got left at Juve or how old he is. I'll be honest. Like I feel like his name's been around for the past like 5, 6 years. So
yeah. So his age is 25 years old. He's 25.
oh
Which
Jesus.
is
So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'd bring him in as like cover because I don't rate Xerxes or Hoyland. I think I'd happily use Vlahovic as cover if he's happy with that. But him being a main choice striker at majority top clubs, I don't think he's going to get that.
mm,
But I'll probably think he'll end up staying in Serie A anyway. It's a slower paced league for him, so maybe he goes back to I don't know, maybe a Fiorentina or something. Who knows? But
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I want to talk about this Ekitike thing.
Before we get to Ekitike, like Vlahovic, like when I was reading out his stats, right, for Juve and Serie A, it was what 14 GA, and I was like, this is looking like Rasmus Højlund, like before we got him. Like it's literally around the same breath, you know. And for me, I'm just like, I want something that's better than Rasmus Højlund, but I don't know if Vlahovic is actually
No, that's why I said he's not a main choice striker. He's cover, but you bring him on like on a very low transfer fee and no more than maybe like 70, 80K a week. But
he's Rasmus Senior.
yeah.
All right. What are you saying about Hugo? Do you believe that Ekitike?
But I told you, I see an Isaac regen in the guy. And I said this to you time ago. Remember I said this to you time ago. Now everyone else, yeah, I see all like other channels saying the same thing. But I was looking at this guy for time, innit? And I told you months ago, like when we were first, I think it might have been around the January transfer window when we first had the links to this guy. I said that when I watched him in a couple of games, that when I watched his highlights on YouTube, I was like, brother, this guy looks like Isaac. Yeah, but he's not worth that 100 mil price tag. That's the only thing I'm going to say, because the 100 mil price tag, we're talking Harry Kane and Isaac.
Yeah.
That sort of level of a player. But the thing is, if he goes and kills it the next 2 years at Frankfurt, then his price obviously is going to be 100, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
We'll probably be out of the race because by then you'll have like the better clubs like Barcelona might be looking to replace Lewandowski. Madrid might be looking at this guy thinking, we can get rid of Rodrigo and put him there in central, have Vinny and Mbappe around him. Or you could have like, I don't know, maybe Liverpool come back in for him, Chelsea come back in for him. But yeah, it's a risk. It's a risk. So yeah, I'm saying SLD. I'm saying he's got the quality of what Isaac does. Not saying he is Isaac, but he definitely has the qualities. They're similar height, have similar build. Their talent is similar, so he's got to keep working on it like Isaac has. I've told you before. I was happy to bring in before we got knocked out that final. I said if we were bringing in 2 strikers, it would have been Gyökeres and this guy, or Osimhen and this guy. And if you go back and watch the streams that me and you had this conversation, you'll hear me say, I would want this guy. But the 100 mil thing, either the club, if they're talking to him and Frankfurt, you're either stupid because Frankfurt have openly come out and said they want 100 million euros for this guy. And if you ain't got the money, then you're absolutely stupid to be in them talks now. For what reason? Or you have the money, to spend on this guy, and this is why you're talking to them. But I go with the first one.
I go with the latter. I think they have the money. These guys, like, you know, these always like, oh, we're broke, and somehow, oh, but we can spend.
I've said that all the time. They say we're broke, but it's all comes down to the wages more than the transfer fee. It's always the wage that we have issues with. But he wouldn't be on a massive wage.
Yeah,
that's for sure. They could I'll be if he's the elite striker that's coming in. I'm a little bit worried just because I wanted someone who's in their prime now. Because we need someone to get us back into the Champions League. For at least a minimum of like the next 3 to 4 years. We need to make sure that we cement our place in the Champions League again and not have to sit here and worry every year that are we going to get Champions League or not.
Yeah.
And Ekitike, is it Ekitike?
Yes, Ekitike.
Ekitike, yeah, there we go. Yeah, and then he would have, by the time, say, like, that 27-year-old that we could have ended up with turned 31, Ekitike's ready, or we've moved on the other striker because Ekitike is now ready to take that mantle. But yeah, like I said, I'm not fussed. If we do spend 100 million on him, 100 million euros, I'm not going to complain. I will about. I'm not going to complain that the player's here.
22-year-old.
I'm not going to complain that he comes in because I can see the talent in this guy. Yeah. What I will complain is about the transfer fee, but not about him coming here.
Okay.
And that's just, and then it's just obviously going to be because the club are going to put the faith in this guy. But like I said, the price tag, everyone's going to he's going to be under the spotlight from the first day, bro.
Yeah.
From the first day, like he's going to be soon as his new bitch, bro.
Wait, come back. I gotta ask you also, bro, like for me, I said last week when we were talking, I think we were talking about this on Wednesday last week, and I said I'm giving Ineos till Tuesday 5 p.m. end of like business day, whatever, to like do something with Mbuemo. If Mbuemo is not over the line, I'll be worried, bro. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's taking so long and negotiating about when Mbuemo wants to be at Man United and they haven't like. There's no here we go. There's no Ornstein Bomba. That was one of my expectations for this Monday morning. So I'll let it
I don't get what the hold up is because every article or little thing I read about is they're trying to find out the details for the last bit of extra couple of million that they're trying to. I then I was like, brother, how long do you need to figure out the add-ons?
Yeah.
Or to put just hurry up and get it done, man. Like the clubs around you are doing 2-3 deals at a time. Like what's wrong with you, man? But the what's it called? Did we speak on the Yokra thing? Other than good, bad, and ugly.
No.
Did you watch KG show this morning?
I haven't. I just woke up.
I'm just wondering, should I repeat some of the things that I said? I had it. So, do you not think that Jokovic here? No, it's fine. It's not bad. This is how I've seen it, right? The club have been talking to this guy for what 3 weeks since the original thing that Fabrizio put. Man United are in talks with Rockets every single day. They're talking to him about what he's eating for breakfast, what he's eating for lunch, dinner, every single day. How are you, Jokeris? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm cool, man. How are you, man? How are you, Baldy? How's Ratcliffe? Yeah, they're all fine, man. Just checking in again. So after 3 weeks, it's taken for him to say, no, actually, Arsenal by priority. But just in case they don't want to want me, I'll come back to you, man. Like I said to KG this morning, he's gonna, if he gets rejected by the 10 out of 10, he's coming back to the fat thing, bro, at the end of the night at the club. We're the fat thing.
Hey, fat things deserve love too, you know. Hey, Pav, man. Big up, Pav. Guys, hit the like button for Pav. Shout out to Eric. You were here in the green room. Please come back. I want to talk to you. It's my first time I'm talking to you, and you actually led this show today to an interesting Vlahovic conversation as well. So please come back. And yeah, let's talk. I want to welcome to the building, MEFC 15th Premier League season 2020. Why are you trying to like remind us of things we're trying to forget, bro?
Because it's the Men in Black meme. I'll never let you guys forget it because of the shit season we had.
Come on, bro. Let's
No.
move on now. Like,
anyway, hey, bots. Do you know what Ekitike is?
what is he?
Have you ever heard of the word palindrome before?
It's funny because I saw that word just before going on stream, and I don't know what it means.
It's basically the same words that mum and dad repeat backwards.
It's the same word. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is moving bad.
It's the same word forward, moving back. That same word forward, backwards. Like.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Like madam, like Ekitike,
yeah.
Same forward and backwards. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what people were like praising him when I saw
Which
it.
Which is perfect because United fans are doing the same thing because they keep reading the same news over and over again, and they keep building themselves up for expectations and that. And but the 16th of June, and I see that you're already cracking under pressure.
Oh man, my Wi-Fi moving crazy. I didn't hear.
No, that's me. That's my Wi-Fi moving mad.
Okay. It's
Tell you
probably
what I do. I just bring someone in there. I know chat to you in a bit.
Move, man. Get out the McDonald's Wi-Fi. And also don't remind us of the horrid season we suffered, bro. Negotiating one at a time will give Ineos excuses later on. We tried, says Mr. Dover. I oh man, I need us to speed up, but it's a Monday. I'm not gonna be panicking quickly as of yet, but tomorrow we're gonna, if we end tomorrow with no Mbuemo over the line, I'm gonna be worried. Shout out to the 30 people that are tuned in, guys. Kind reminder to hit the like button. Let's talk to the one and only Young Puppy in the building. Yo, Young Puppy, bro. You there? Or are you on a boat again?
I headed to the boat.
You headed to the boat? Get out of here, bro. Yeah. Sin bin for living your best life, bro. This guy was living it up. Shout out to you, fam. Yo, you were having fun on was it the Saturday show? Look at this, guys.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I'm jealous, broski. But
it's a holiday today too. So
what kind of holiday? What is this?
Bermuda Heroes weekend. So we celebrate every holiday, like on a Monday, I want to say. So yeah. No, Bermuda Heroes Day. Sorry.
So you celebrate it every Monday?
No. Every year around this time, like around carnival time, I know that there.
Okay.
Same day every year, actually.
Word. Okay. Well, quick question. We were talking about Vlahovic. I want to ask you, where do you stand on this Vlahovic guy, Dusan Vlahovic? You know, he has 14 GA in Serie A, you know, but so a lot of hype has died about
the Juventus guy. I was about to say, what the hell are you talking about right now?
Yeah,
because that was gonna be my first thing.
Guy. I know. It's not like the topic of the show, but like we veered off onto that. So I want to know where you stand on that real quick. I'm gonna bring Pav in. Yeah.
Sorry if my Wi-Fi cuts out a bit too, and I cut off a bit. I'm just on red, obviously, but
it's all good. Do you rate Vlahovic? You're not taking him.
No.
You'd rather keep Rasmus and Zerks.
No. Okay, that's the case then. Yeah, I'll take him over Rasmus.
Okay. I was hoping you're gonna say something sensible like that. But Pav, what were you gonna ask him?
I was just gonna speak to Young Pappy about when he joined the call. Was it Sunday on Good, Bad, and Ugly? Where were you, Pappy, bro?
I was on a boat on the water.
Did Bots by any chance join you? Because he said he was going camping, and he said he had big.
Well, Pam's
So answer the
Wi-Fi is
question, no, he
actually
did not join.
funny.
He missed all the slippery action.
Oh, I knew Pam was. He was gonna take it there. He says, "Did he have baby?" Or oh gosh! All right. What about Ekitike, bro? Do you?
I'm gonna be honest,
Here's
this is
the
the
thing.
first day
Here's
I've
the thing.
actually heard of him, to be honest. But the thing
Oh, it's
is,
the first
so
time you've heard of him
is that the same person that's saying that we'll have to pay like 100 mil for? Like
that's
Frankfurt
the
want
same.
100 mil
Yes,
for?
from Frankfurt. And he's a
I'm
22
tired of
year
this
old.
shit. I'm tired of
People
this
are like
United tax.
hyping him up a lot. Pav says he moves a little bit like Isak. This I saw somebody also it must have been like Pav's friend on Twitter or something. He said his movements are like Mason Greenwood, and also he has a little bit of Delap. I mean, a little bit of Cody Gakpo and Mo Salah in him. Like
TK is just Nicolas Jackson.
he's just Nicholas Jackson. But this is a tweet I saw. They said he has a little bit of Gakpo, Isak, Salah,
Those are all ball playing attackers. The only thing he's good on the ball.
and Greenwood
Yeah,
movement.
he's on to something like that. Yeah. Damn.
It's a little bit crazy. And I'm like, so many people are convinced that this 22-year-old is he's it.
He's not worth that much money. He's very.
I don't think he'll be worth that, even if he is it. I still don't think he'll be worth that. But if United have the chance for him, then fuck it, go ahead.
Not that great.
Yeah.
Why not? If they have the money for it, like Bruno said, then go ahead.
Basically, he's superhuman, says Arden. And my bro over here says like his ball striking ability is not good, So that's something that he can develop as a kid. There's certain attributes that I don't think you'll find the finished product at 22. So we want a talisman. We need a sharpshooter.
Yeah, we need an out-and-out striker, yeah.
So is he ambidextrous? Oh, they said his movement.
Yeah, so what is he like there? I'm heard a lot. I guess I'm gonna have to actually go watch a few games.
He's the most complete incomplete player. You can
Right?
That's what they're saying.
There's any capacity right now, but when he gets to that 100%, he's the complete baller. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what. Not me.
Did you?
That's what I've been hearing. Your Wi-Fi moving a little crazy. You must be entering some really good territory right there, young puppy. Let me bring in Wrap Up in the building. Big up, Wrap Up. He's one of the PS5.
Big up, man.
Are you
Listen, you need to chill out with this Mbuemo.
Right?
You need to chill out. So you need to chill out. Mbuemo's coming, man. Just chill out with that, man.
Okay, chill out. But when? Bro?
It's only been 2 weeks. You man need to chill out. But I'm worried about the outgoings. I'm worried about the outgoings. All these signings. The outgoings are more key this summer. People forget it. All these signings. After them Mbuemo, there's no signings happening. You know that. Until they get somebody else.
I was thinking that too, actually. Like, we really need to get rid of our players.
So all these signing is redundant right now. Yes, we've got money, but they're trying to like make the books a bit more less. You get me?
Yeah. I hear you.
So it is. And as for Gyökeres, listen, he don't want us. I don't want him. Like I said to you before, I don't really. If he comes, he comes. But I'm not going to be as excited now because I know he doesn't really want to play for us. So it's going to be like, yeah. But it's just what it is. You tried to spin the block. Piss off. That's the way I'm looking at it. Try to spin the block.
Don't you think he's also looking at it saying, "Oh, you guys were rumored with Delap before me. Like, I wasn't your first choice. Why?"
No, that's not true. At the end of the day, let me land.
Chelsea.
At the end of the at the end of the day, like I said to you yesterday, he was a market opportunity. Everybody knew that. So at the end of the day, his agent has been yapping. That's why we thought we could go in the first place to go for him. Yeah, Delap was just a cheap and cheerful signing. That's really what it was. Let's be honest. He ain't a bagsman. He was a cheap and cheerful signing that Chelsea gobbled up, and they got Champions League, so it makes sense why he went there. Let's be real, man. Listen, like I said before.
Okay, say that again.
No, like I said before. Listen, Mbuemo gets done. It may be a bit delayed. Listen, if you have to, listen, I reckon we may have to overpay slightly for him because I think he's more of a priority signing than even Gyökeres is at the moment. Because at the end of the day, we need to get him in. We need them 210s, and if we have to, we get like I keep saying, people don't like it. We get a Mateta for 40 M's, and we try to fix the midfield, and we try to get a keeper because. Listen, Gyökeres don't want us. I don't want to be a bunny boy, like I told you before. And also bots as well. Also bots. This is confirmed. We're 15th and Amrin has no pool. Because that's 2 players from Sporting that's rejected us. Yeah? Now I don't hear anything about Amrin pool. That's dead. That's gone. Yeah? No Amrin pool. Rejected by Quenda, rejected by Gyökeres. Yeah? Simple.
You're counting the rejections, bro. Why does it feel like you're counting the rejections, bro?
Counting the rejections, yeah? 2 Sporting players looked at us and went, nah, we're not it, bruv. We're 15th. Like Pav said, we're the fat team right now. We're the fat team that get the...
Wait, man. You guys, you wrap up and Pav. You need to be Sidman. Also NN as well. Somebody please, anybody that's a moderator, put NN on timeout for saying Mbuemo to Spurs. Here we go. That's not true, NN. That is not true. There's no here we go for Mbuemo to Spurs. Let's hear from the one and only man like Neil Driscoll in the building.
Poppy, how are you?
Good, how are you, mate? Neil. I'm waiting for Mbuemo. Here we go, mate. That's why I'll be good when I hear the
here. Yeah, but I'm chill because I know how bad Man United are transfers. There's crap at it. So we just have to chill. It'll get done eventually.
But chill.
Which players we get in, haven't got a clue. Which players leave, ain't got a clue. But we will get players, but we'll just crap at it. We've been shit at doing transfers for a long time. So chill, man.
Okay.
That's all I can say, Poppy. Really, there's no good getting tight about it because it's not going to go any quicker, is there?
Yeah. I hear you. Thank you for saying that. I have a question then. So,
but I wouldn't pay 100 million for that bloke from Frankfurt. No way. Yeah, half of that he's worth. Maybe between 50. Yes. No, not 100 million. That's ridiculous. How old is he? 20 odd.
22.
Yeah, we ain't worth 100 million.
Listen,
though I've never seen him play, I still wouldn't pay that. That's madness.
But listen though, he's had I think about 32 goal contributions for Frankfurt in all competitions this season, which is pretty good. 32.
Oh yeah, I'd say that's good, but tell the truth, Poppy, no one is worth 100 million up or just kicking a bag of wind about. That's my mates. My mates say that. They all support. My friends support all different teams. They say to me, they're not worth it.
Neil, the Scousers paid 100.
Yes, I know. Good player, but he ain't worth it, is he? You go. I don't know if you. I don't know if you. Yeah, but I don't know if you saw. I sent in the messages on the message earlier that it's not his fault if he's got a club who sells him 100 million, and United pay for it 100 million. It's not. You can't blame the player, can you?
Sure.
But every player you buy, don't matter if it's from the Premiership, French League, Spanish League, if they've never played in it, even though in the Premier is a risk, isn't it? If you're on it, because you could get some, you could buy out Mbuemo from Brentford, it could be crap. Just because he played in the Premier League before, I don't think he's going to be any good. Because Brentford, you can't compare. Brentford's like bloody small club, isn't it? It might be good and a flop at United. So you don't know. Every player is a risk, mate.
Every player is a risk. So here's the thing. Here's the scenario. I want to ask you this. If you're telling me to chill, Mbuemo will probably happen. If we get Mbuemo, and then who should be our next signing? Should we go for a striker, a midfielder, or a goalkeeper? You gotta pick one.
I want all three of them. I'm greedy.
I know, but you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one, Neil. Which one are you?
No, I can't, because we need another goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Don't we? They reckon now. I read somewhere, another Man United channel earlier was watching that. They reckon the Nana's going to stay now. God help us.
What do?
Yeah, we need another goalie.
Yeah.
A midfield player.
Yeah.
Don't we, really?
True.
And we need a striker.
And maybe even another wing back, but we have
and maybe another fullback.
Yeah.
We could be going on forever. But I don't think we'll get that many. I haven't even got one so far. So I'm interested to see that Leon Blood, 18-year-old fullback, see if he's going to get in the first team. What do you think?
I think he's, right now he's too young. He's too young to be putting him into the first team. Because you say if he's 18 years old, I'd say we start, integrating him, like giving him some, last 15 minutes, last 10 minutes, that type of thing. Because we don't have a lot of games this coming season, So he's a good investment for the future.
Have you been watching that? I know you started yesterday, the World Football Series, where who's it? Auckland played Bayern.
Yes, the Club World Cup.
Yeah, I watched it when he turned it off after Bayern went 3-0 up. Oh, fucking hell! It's like Exeter City playing. Exeter probably could beat them. They're only part timers, aren't they? The Auckland players.
Yeah. I'd say the best game was the PSG Atletico Madrid game.
I didn't watch it. I probably won him
yesterday.
Yeah.
Bro.
What, you like the River Plate one?
No, me, I thought Al Ahly and Inter Miami was.
There was no goals, man.
Bro,
what happened to that?
This guy
what happened
to this game was a draw.
PSG won.
No, that was Happy. What happened to that Argentine young player Man United were after? I don't know if he plays for River Plate or somewhere. He's Argentina and he plays in their league. Has he gone to Real Madrid?
Isn't that the one, the player that you guys are signing?
Which one?
The River Plate.
Does he play for River Plate?
Oh, that was Palmeiras. Okay, that was a different player we were looking at. No, I don't know the player that you're referring to right now. But Eric says he went to Madrid. So
he has gone to Madrid.
Oh yeah, Mustang too. Yeah. They signed him last week.
Did they? Okay.
Here we go was like around on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that guy, that wonder kid.
Yes, him. Yeah.
We'll see if he works out though. I'm always very skeptical with these young kids,
Yeah.
But,
no.
Yeah. Anyway, but like the Club World
So
Cup,
who are you hoping for United to sign then? Who? Come on, you tell me the players you want to see at a club for next season. If you can sign, I'll say 1, 2, 3. I reckon we'll get between 4 and 6 players. So who would you like? Don't count. I know we got that bloke from Wolves, so that's one. So I'll give you another 5 players. See if I agree with you.
So okay, let's see. The ones
goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. Who would you like?
Goalkeeper. I like the Aston Villa goalkeeper, Emi Martinez.
I like Nottingham Forest goalie. He's good.
Okay. Sells is really good. Yeah. Sells is really good. Let's go to if we go to striker, I would be fine with Mateta, you know. Right now I don't I don't like I'm fine with a step by step.
You can go and take
you know.
I wouldn't mind him, but my wife's cousins, the Palace fan, they say you can't have him.
Yeah, I mean he's right. He may not even want to come to us because
that might not.
Not. He's playing in Europe, so
who else?
He will. So let's see, bro. Neil,
I like his teammate. I like Elsie, Isa, wherever he plays for Palace.
Oh, Eze?
Yeah, I like him. I think he's good.
Eze is good, but I don't know if Palace will let him go like that as well.
Yeah, probably cost too much.
He'll cost a lot. He's probably that.
And his teammate, Wilton, he's good.
Wilton, that's actually the midfielder I'd like. That's the midfielder.
Yeah.
Like.
Trouble you ain't gonna get him, are you? It costs too much money.
Yeah. Adam Wilton is good. Probably also, I would be fine if we get like, I know that Brentford wouldn't give us Mbuemo and Wisa in the same transfer window, but Wisa is good.
Yeah, why are they taking so long to get him big, whatever his name is?
That's what I was asking, and you told me to chill.
Well, yeah, I do, but it's frustrating, I must admit, isn't it?
Kudus. What about Kudus, Neil? Do you remember Kudus from West Ham?
But I did I see. Oh, yeah, the other day someone was on about him swapping with Sancho. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, that was another United channel swapping with Sancho.
Yeah. That is not a bad idea at all, actually. Kudus would be a perfect number 10 for us, and he could probably, even if we want to play him any of the three positions, really. Yeah, he would.
Yeah, but I can't see Garnacho going for 17 million. That's what United want. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but
50 at the most. 50 at the most.
If we do a swap deal, maybe, like West Ham might listen. Maybe. But yeah, that's
yeah, but Garnacho's not going to go to Real Madrid. He's not good enough.
Seriously. But let's see who else. One more player I should give you is let's see. There's that guy that I just learned about Retegui. Let's see how you Retegui, Matteo Retegui. He
plays, who's he plays for?
He's in Italy. Right?
Atalanta. He plays for Atalanta. I know we may not like Atalanta players right now, but
yeah.
He's better than Højlund. I can promise you that.
Well, Eddie, me and you better than you don't think.
Another person that people are not talking about is Chris Wood. I don't know if it's because of his age or what.
Right, too old.
Yeah.
Come on.
But hear me out. We give him a one year deal, Neil, with an option to extend. One of those money type deals.
So which players would you sell then? Who would you sell?
Oh,
get money.
Everybody.
You can't sell them all.
Everybody.
No, come on, seriously.
Okay, seriously. Onana, Luke Shaw, Rasmus Højlund, Jadon Sancho, Rashford, obviously.
Maguire.
No, Maguire. I'm keeping. Maguire really works well in that back three formation. People don't want to admit it.
Well, his contract runs at end of this next season, doesn't it?
Isn't there an option to extend it? Let's see, Maguire.
No, you already had that, didn't he?
Oh, that's true. We already triggered it.
Shaw's got 2 years left. Sells Shaw for a bag of cress because he ain't worth no money. Yeah, he ain't worth no bloody money, is he?
Terminate. Terminate. Yo, Neil, it's lovely talking to you, mate. Let me bring in Riri up in here. It's always refreshing to hear from you, my friend. You know,
All right, mate. You take care.
talk soon, my brother. Hey, that's Neil Driscoll. Big up to Neil, legend. Riri talking about legends. Riri is confused because I mentioned Chris Wood. What are you confused about, Riri? I need goals. What up, sis?
Yo, what is your problem, bro? You come on here and you start hitting the panic button and start calling out names like Chris Wood and bro, what is wrong with you?
Okay, I'm acting like it's deadline day. That's why I mentioned Chris Wood's name. But listen. I need Mbuemo done, Riri. What are we waiting on? What were these guys chilling over the weekend?
We're waiting on we're waiting on Klarna to approve our credit score.
We just had the worst season, okay?
But as I'm saying, our credit score is shit, so we're waiting on Klarna to approve it.
Oh God. Nah, it's them moving like it's African time for me. That's what it is.
Yeah. Crazy.
I approve the credit score.
Bro, they're basically moving. You know, when you get in Africa, when you know, and I know you know this from Botswana. You know, when you go to ask for the girl, bro, and you take like 10 sheep, and her father's like, that's not enough. And you gotta go back and get like 20 more sheep, bro, to come back.
Need 10 goats now to go.
You need 10 goats, bro. And then you go back, and they're like, that's not enough. And you gotta go get like 20 cows, bro. Like
these negotiations are taking forever. Dowry, bride price, lobola. That's what we call it in Botswana. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, in Botswana we use cows because we got a hell of cows.
Yeah. I know my homeboy. Yo, when my homeboy got married, he told me the story about the fact that he had to like take a bunch of cows to the girl's father. I was like, cows, brethren? He's like, yeah, man.
Until today, it's happening.
Yeah. It still happens today.
So, Brentford,
you guys are out here like literally stressing over signings. You know what I'm stressing over?
What?
I'm not hearing nothing about getting rid of these waste man we got in the club, bro. Like, that's what I'm stressing over.
You want the outgoings done?
I would like the outgoings to be done, to be gone.
Yeah.
I would like them to be gone.
Outgoings gotta be outgone. So who are you, like, the first one, please? Like, that would make you happy with
Sancho.
Oh. Okay. Jadon Sancho. You don't think like you could get, you know?
No. Dude, that man is like an executive call girl at this point, bro.
Eric Ten Hag played him as a false nine in a lot of preseason
but
games.
That man is like an executive call girl, bro. People call him up, they use him, and then they return him, brethren.
Mahadi, that's the other name. Like, Mahadi is the deep, like, you know.
Yeah. That's the deep name.
Yeah. But Sancho is Sancho, if he's willing to lower his wages.
That, bro.
Would you still say no?
Did you just hear what I just said? Which executive? Wait, hold up. Which executive call girl you know that thinks she's the shit lowers her prices, bro? That man, bro. Look at it.
Not a call girl.
Bro, look at it. He went to Dortmund. They used him. When they finished using him, they sent him back. He went to Chelsea. Chelsea used him for a trophy. When they finished with him, they sent him back. Bro, he's a call girl, bro.
Bunny Blue look better now. Lady of the night, SLD. God. Yeah, no. Okay, so Sancho first. Who else second?
Sancho first. Anthony. Because I really think we can get somebody to buy Anthony based on what he did at Betis.
Yo, Real Betis says they're willing to do a little So here's the thing. The last report that I saw before the stream was Real Betis want to pay something along the lines of 20 million. And then, but they will give us like a very big percentage in the sell-on clause, like about maybe 40 to 50% in the sell-on clause. Because here's the thing, Anthony's gonna do well at Real Betis. A big shark is gonna come looking for Anthony, and then we'll really make our money.
Right.
So they're trying to remix this loan thing again in a way that like might work. Would you consider that or no? Like what are you saying on Anthony? Would you consider
I don't see that being a bad deal if we can't sell him out, right?
Yeah. It's get him out by any means.
Yeah, you get him off the books. Or most of his salary off the books anyway.
Wrap up says that finessing us. We gotta say walk away. F that and walk away.
Walk away and do what, bro? Keep him?
Wrap up is
bro, something is better than nothing. What's wrong with these people out here?
Betis offered 20 mil. Exactly, bend over.
I'm sorry, bro. If somebody's offering me 20 million as opposed to keeping, what is Anthony at our club right now? Isn't it 250 or 300K?
Okay, I'll tell you right now. Anthony's salary at United per week is, oh my God, yeah, it's between 140 and 150 pounds per week.
Okay, so would we rather keep him on the books, knowing that he probably won't get game time under Amorim because Amorim is one of the ones that sent him out in January?
Mm-hmm.
Or take a 20 to 25K, 25 million, and say, good luck, brethren.
You're killing me today, Riri. It's like, yeah, good luck.
Peace, bro. Please.
Peace. Nah, Riri's killing it today, guys. Shout out to sis Riri. Shout out to everybody that's hit the like button. Let's hear Doctor.
Hi, good afternoon.
Afternoon yourself,
Thank you very much.
Let me have sis as well in a second. Hold on. Let's have a conversation because I didn't even hear Riri's about talking about Ekitike as well, Doctor. Let's start with you.
I have to agree with Riri that I at this point I don't care about who's coming. We need people to go. You people know, you guys know that I need Shaw to go. I don't care how much we sell him for. Go. Anthony, we can get a good buck for him. Malacia, we can also get a good amount of money. He did his job.
PSV don't want him?
I have no idea. I actually don't.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows what's going on with these players that have been out on loan, bro. Like, you're not hearing nothing.
Listen. We've been talking about Anthony with Riri. For me, it's a red flag. If you're a player and you're sent on loan and the club that loaned you is not trying to keep you by any means, they're not even making a big effort, it's a red flag on the player. It's right now, from just what we're seeing happening, I would say that Anthony has more potential. Real Betis see this guy could actually be a player when his mind is right, so he's got something to offer.
I mean, we haven't heard anything bad about him, Malacia being at PSV, so I'm taking that as a win. You know how Sancho is like,
Malacia just won a trophy. Didn't he win a trophy?
He did. He did, which is a good thing, you know. So I'm thinking maybe we can convince them to keep him.
Bro, I saw somebody say in the chat, oh, you can't sell players for less than what you buy them for. You honestly think we're going to get the same amount of money we paid for Anthony? If you think that, bro, I got a camel that I got for sale, bro.
We're going to take a loss on all of these players. So we should just bite the bullet. And if we get penalized because of PSR, then we might as well do it.
Wow.
Young Papi, come on. But why are you doing this to us?
Young Papi needs to go sit down somewhere, bro. I can't stand him.
Live your best life without sharing it with us, okay? If you're not gonna buy us all tickets.
No, but seriously though. Yeah, we paid what? 80 for Anthony, right? We paid 80 for Anthony. We paid 80 for Anthony. We paid how much for Casemiro?
About the same or a little bit more.
About the same or a little bit more? Is that how much we paid for Casemiro?
It was 60 million pounds.
Okay, 60 million pounds.
With 80 million reaching about maybe 70 mil.
Okay, 70 million. Let's say 70 million pounds for Casemiro. Are you honestly telling me if we need to sell Cas at this point in his career, there's a team that's gonna come in and pay us 70 million? There is no player in that's why people are if we sell players for less, it's gonna affect our PSR is gonna get affected regardless because we did bad business to begin with. So to get rid of these players, nobody's coming and paying what we paid for these players. Nobody.
Exactly.
So be realistic, bro. Be realistic. I'm being realistic. If this half of this fan base wants to live in this fantasy world.
Yeah.
Bro, this is not Disney, bro.
Riri, can I explain how this works? Because I'll go do my due diligence. Yeah, I'll listen to football finance people, innit? Yeah.
Shut up, young puppy. We're talking football here.
Go ahead, Pav.
Sorry, Pav.
So that's not how it works, yeah, that we're going to take a loss on everyone. In football terms, anyway. So let's say, for instance, let's talk Anthony. We spent, say 75 mil on the guy, yeah?
Right.
If he's been here, how many years has he been here?
2, 3?
Yeah,
okay, so in 2 years, say out of that 75 mil, we've paid 40 mil of his transfer fee. As long as, so that leaves 35 mil. As long as we make 35 mil off his transfer, if we were to sell him this summer,
we break even.
Not go down. It doesn't go down as a loss.
Right,
we break even. If we sell him, if we sell him for 36, 37, 38, 39 or whatever, then you've made us obviously a slight profit because that's how it works in football terms. Right. So like anyone saying like we have to sell players for more than what we bought them, no, not necessarily. Yeah, ideally that'd be great, but not necessarily. As long as we sell them or for what's remaining on their contract that we need to pay that we need to pay the other club, the club that we bought it from, then yeah. I'm just saying because some people are misinformed. That's not how, because football's different to most other things, isn't it? Yeah, it's because of the PSR and everything. That's how it works.
So it's
thank you for explaining that, Pav. I appreciate you explaining that. So let me ask you something. All right. So the initial conversation was that call girl Sancho. How many years more Sancho had on his contract?
He's going into his last year now, so he's got 1 year left.
So even if we get, let's say we get what, 25 mil for Sancho?
We wouldn't. It won't be recorded as a loss.
Exactly. So
like it depends because obviously his wages are. his wages are accounted for, because if we were to sell him, let's say for that 25 mil, but the club that's offering to buy him doesn't want to pay him any more than 100k, his contract, we would have to compensate him, to obviously leave to go on lower wages. So that 25 mil, we would have to pay him, I don't know, let's say his last year of his deal, he's owed 6 million, right? We would have to probably pay him 5 mil out of that, I don't know, let's say 25 mil.
Right.
So we could still be
people
fine.
say about him taking a pay cut. I'm like, one, he's not gonna take a pay cut. Two, if he does take a pay cut, it affects us, even if we sell him, because then we gotta like to your point, Pav, we would gotta fill that gap of the pay cut.
Yeah, because we've done it with previous players before. We did it with Alexis Sanchez. Who else were on high wages, and we had to pay them? There was other players. I can't remember. But
that's going to be something we're going to have to do with Rashford also.
I don't remember us doing that with a lot of players. That's why I'm struggling to like think of names.
No, we have done it with players because we were trying to do it with Harry Maguire. It's why we didn't sell him last year. It's because we were about to pay him. Remember, there was the talks where we had to pay him compensation, and it's one of the reasons why he didn't want to go, because he didn't want to the club said that they didn't want to pay him any compensation to leave, so he ended up just staying. Well, we missed out 30 mil. We missed out 30 mil. The McTominay one, I think we might have paid a slight fee to him to leave. Wasn't majorly, but we've done it.
No,
I'm not sure until you see, like, obviously you have access to like Man United's finances that come out every year. It kind of tells you where they've paid money off to, but there's a section in there that tells you where they've had to pay fees and things like that outgoing. So it's the same with, like, obviously with managers when we sack them and we're having to pay them off over the years and things like that. It's the same with certain players if they don't leave because obviously they owed wages, because they're going to miss out on money.
Right.
So
because that's what I found out the other day, that we only just recently finished paying Jose.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Craziness. Craziness.
So Pav, I have a question for you then. I know everybody's talking about incomings, but what's your thoughts on the fact that we're not hearing anything? You think these men are working behind the scenes, like with these guys, based on what you just said about like negotiating a good price where they don't lose? Do you think that that's what they're currently doing, like with Anthony Tabethis, or God knows who's gonna take this call girl? Because she at this point she ain't got walls. Like, she ain't got no walls, bro.
Can I ask you guys a question, please?
Man. What do you say?
What was the offer from Al Hilal for Bruno Fernandes?
But there's no point. If you're going to do the Bruno talk again, there's no point, because there's no point. You're going around. But you're going around in circles, bro.
I'm saying this, because I'm hearing people say, "Oh, we got no."
There was no official offer to the club, because the club didn't tell Bruno they wanted him to go. The only time that we can talk about it is if the club said to Bruno, "Listen, we need the money. We need you to go," and Bruno would have gone. He even said this: "If the club don't want me, then it's fine. I'll go, innit?" But the club told him they want to keep him. So you can't say that the club should have accepted the offer if Al Hilal didn't put an official offer in.
I would just
just so I'm clear, I am not asking for outgoings because I don't think the club has money. I'm asking for outgoings because I think these men need to go. That is my.
I'll tell you what's happening, Ruby.
There's a couple of players on this team that I think no longer need to be playing for Manchester United.
I'll tell you, Ruby, exactly what's happening, right? Right now, it's not a seller's market in terms of like dead players. Like, a lot of these clubs are gonna wait a little bit longer till it gets closer to like the end of the window. Let's say a couple of weeks before the window closes, right? They're gonna try and make deals that favor them, because a lot of our players that we want out are undesirable to most clubs. So like when you've got like a likes of Rashford or even I'll put Anthony in that bracket, Sancho, yeah, they're gonna try and get the best deal for them where they haven't got to spend as much money, like in terms of a loan fee or paying a lot of their wages. So they'll try to use when they see that they're still there at United and United ideally don't want them there.
Right.
You'll have like Rashford get an offer from somewhere, but the club will be like, right, we know you need to get him out. You need to get him gone out on loan. No one's going to come in and buy him. No chance. Yeah. We're willing to only pay like 25% of his wages or 30% of his wages. And then the club's going to have to fold and take the deal. Because like I said, these players are undesirable. So they're going to be there for a fair while until maybe like 3 weeks at max before the window closes, before they go to the club. They're not desperate. They're not desperate for them.
I'm gonna be tight if I go to that fucking preseason game and I see that man on the bench, bro. Like I'm gonna be.
They'll be there. They'll be there.
I don't blame them.
They're gonna be so
pissed, bro.
They're gonna be there. You're gonna have to see that cool girl. You're gonna have to see that cool girl waving to you.
We'll be there.
They're so determined, especially Sancho. He's gonna run down his contract. There's no way.
Yeah,
of course. You're gonna have like I don't know some club from Europe somewhere. They're gonna be like, let's fleece Man United. We'll offer to pay like 15% or 20% of his wages. Yeah. We might be able to get a little tune out of him for a couple of months, and then then the guy will leave. Don't care where he goes, but next year is when we'll have a lot of wages off our books because you'll have Casemiro off the books. You'll have if Maguire goes. He'll be off the book. That's 200k there, 375 for Casemiro. Sancho another 250. So that's nearly like £1 million off per week. That'll be off the books. But I can only see loan deals again for Anthony, Sancho, Rashford,
maybe.
And the early player that I see that we can sell is probably Garnacho.
I agree.
Garnacho, yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
I've got a conversation that I want to have, but I'm not gonna have it yet. I'm gonna wait until pre-season starts, and it's about Kobe Mainoo.
But I told you I just conversation before. But remember we talked in.
To be fair, I've got that question in the back of my mind. Also, I just haven't brought it up because of how crackhead this fan base is, and when you bring up that name, people get really sensitive. And it becomes a situation. So I really haven't brought up. That's why I stay clear of that name because there's a lot of people who are very sensitive where that name is concerned. So I don't really.
I'm just reading about Boston and the stream abruptly, you know.
He's gotten too fat for the game. You can, like I'll say it if you guys don't want to say it. He is looking like he's getting fat. He needs to simmer down a bit.
I don't know about that. I don't
know about that one, but yeah.
I don't know, like maybe you've been seeing a lot of fat things on the boat, bruv. Like it's in your head, bro. Like you know what I mean.
There's a lot of fat shaming in today's show. I don't know what's going on.
No, but
hold on. Everybody No. Fat shaming, no. Everybody, guys. People that are not skinny also, they matter. Call girls also matter, okay? Body shaming going on. It needs to be called out. Call girls also gotta get the hustle on. So you know what? If you're a call girl and you're watching this, I apologize on your behalf, okay? On Riri's behalf. And I want to just say, there's a stream link you can. Football Power Hour.